Is just how incredible we actually are. You realize just how connected we all actually are, and the possibilities are endless. That's what's amazing. And that's the reason that I wanted to do this. I originally started another show with a co-host, and my vision for that show was not the vision I have for this one. But my vision for that show wasn't what we ended up doing for our first and only episode. And then life got in the way. We couldn't do a second, we couldn't do a third, that kind of thing. And that's okay, that's understandable, and the universe works in incredible ways. So what is meant to be, and all of that. So my original idea for the show wasn't done, so I figured, okay, what I need to do is I need to reassess. I think that's the word for today. Let's reassess. I need to reassess what it is I would like to present for this show. And it's nothing, maybe it's nothing special, and that's okay. If it doesn't resonate for you and you've listened this far, kudos and God bless and thank you for listening. And if you haven't made it this far, then you're obviously not hearing this. But if you have made it this far and you're inspired or you're curious, you'd like to hear more, you have your own thoughts, you have your own experiences you'd love to share, I would love, 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 love to hear them. And, just maybe it isn't something special, or maybe there's something I've said in this short talk that has inspired you, that has made you think outside of the box that you may be thinking every single day. And that's what I want to do. Because I think what's most important is figuring everything out at home, doing everything for ourselves, and if we can brighten each other's days on a very personal level, get right in each other's ears. If you're listening in headphones, that would have sounded probably interesting. To get right into each other's heads, to really connect on that deep spiritual level, because we are more than just these meat suits, with so many labels and so many connotations attached to them. We are these effervescent, glowing, luminous, creative creators, and not so much to even like plug my own work, but it's so prevalent to what I'm talking about today. And one of my tracks called on my third album, which I'm working on, one of my tracks is called An Earth's Creation, and it's all about how while we have come to create this planet, we are also a creation of the planet. And while it seems very paradoxical, if you can look past the contradiction and live in the contradiction, you realize that it makes a lot of sense. And I find that contradictions make a whole lot of sense to myself. So here we are, May 4th, 2011. And I know lots of people, including myself, are going, oh my God, it's 2011. I was born in 1981. It's a little freaky, isn't it? But here we are, May 4th, 2011. And let's keep this conversation going. I am off of this video. I am going to sign off in a sec. But let's reassess. Let's make some decisions, and it doesn't have to be anything totally in-depth unless you want it to be. It doesn't have to be, what am I going to do in 30 years, in 40 and 50 years? You don't have to do that. You don't have to map out absolutely everything that you are choosing for yourself. But I think what really matters is the everyday, especially when you're at this place where you're at the precipice. I think what really matters is the everyday, is when you wake up in the morning. And whether you may not, or maybe you do, whether you may not or may schedule out your entire day, at least you have something to go for in the morning when you wake up and say, okay, well, I'm going to work on that new poem that I started, or I'm, just, God, fill in the blank. I don't know what you want to do. Only you know what you want to do. So I definitely see this with myself, in taking it day by day by day. I had an old friend in the music business who would always say, baby steps, And I think that this is actually a really great piece of information. You don't need to jump to the end, because the end is, once you hit the end, where's the journey anymore, right? So let's just take it day by day and live in each moment. And I'll be back talking about whatever's going on. And the only reason I feel like I should be doing this is because I know that I'm going to be honest with you. I know that I'm going to be open. And I know that there's going to be at least one person out there who hears what I say and says, oh my God, that's entirely what I'm going through right now. And it's really great to hear the inspiration. And let's start the conversation. If you want to start talking with me, I'm totally okay with that. I want to keep this conversation going, because I think the only thing that's going to cure the world is us actually talking and brainstorming. Because if you haven't noticed, there's a great deal of disconnect that I don't want to say has happened, but definitely exists. The only reason I don't want to say it has happened is because I wasn't here in the 50s. I wasn't here in 1910. I don't know how people connected back then. Obviously, past lives I probably was, but I can't remember consciously what people acted like. Even in 1981 when I was born, I can't remember exactly what people acted like towards each other when it came to connecting on a soul level with one another. So if any of this resonates with you, that is really, really wonderful. And I'm so glad that you've listened to the whole half hour that I have put here. And I would love for us to have, a real two-person conversation at some point. So let's talk about this stuff. Let's figure it out. Let's be the deciders of our life. And I give nothing but peace, unity, love, and light to every single one of you. A little bit of pull in your lives. But before I go, let's talk about you for a moment. You the one still listening. You, that one person who's still listening. You are a divine, sovereign being. You are beautiful and perfect, and everything you've decided or not decided, as the case may be, everything you've decided has brought you here to this moment. Embrace that, because you are perfect creation. You are a God. You can create anything you desire. That is the beauty of all of this. You are a sentient being with a great heart, a great mind, a great body, and a great soul. There is nothing wrong with you, and everything is right with you. This world wouldn't be the same without you, and neither would I. Thank you for sharing this journey with me. I truly do believe that we will weather all the chaos and come out unscathed, because we are the light and we are the way. I love you, and nothing could ever change that. I am you and you are me, and we will walk this long, winding road together for all eternity. Beings of an earth created by us, which is the best kept secret, I think. So now, let's create something truly amazing.
Tell the traces of where we've been. Ribbons swirl through your hair. Sunshine, soft and fair. Galaxies becoming hard. We can manifest with a single thought. Omnigen of blind answers to the questions that have asked of you. Understand international love is the only thing we are thinking of. Omnigen's gonna pave the way for a beautiful future today. Beautiful future. Beautiful future.